Day 923 of my car not running. What's up, boys? I thought I'd give you an update on what's going on here. First off, we got the most ballin' suspension known to man. We got Manatee Racing control arms here. Solid everywhere. Everywhere. Chromed out sides. Bottom's all solid. Sway bar, we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna pretend like that doesn't exist, because I have forgotten to go get a good one. I have a good one for the back, and not the front. I don't know if this was here last time. Have a Gretty, what are these things called? I think I stole this from a Toyota. FA20 Cooling Master, but in red. So that was stolen from a Toyota. Kind of fits. Kind of. So you have, affixed it to the bumper there, which I found out is actually blue on the inside, but red on the outside. That's nice. Kind of semi-bolted it to the top. There's supposed to be another bolt there, but I probably dropped it on the floor somewhere, so that's gone. I don't know if these are here last time. Olin's PCVs, the Cool Kid old ones, with a spacer on the top. It's got... oh, I don't have that bolted in yet. So I've measured out here, because the strut bar smashes into the engine, so it has to be raised up a bunch. And so measured out to like needs a 1/2 inch spacer or something, which I know for a fact, even with the spacer, when the engine moves, because it will, because it's old and bagged out, it's going to smack the strut bar, but we're going to pretend like that problem does not actually exist. What else do we have done here? Oh yeah, we've got a banging stereo, boys. Absolute slapper. Go over to the inside here, we go look at all the wiring that I've pulled out of the car and now can't get back in because the shifter doesn't move with the car off. So, we had one base reactor, and now we have two. If I flick the key on here, you can see my... oh yeah, boys, look at that. So that is a... it's enough to make the stereo sound bad. There is that. What else do we got going on here? Okay, boys, this is like round 6 of trying to record this because my phone is allergic to not corrupting videos. Forgot to add, come back around to the base reactor for time number 6. Oh yeah, let's pass the rust. Nice. Miata lifestyle. So I've removed, Jesus Christ, the entire soft top is gone to fit these subs. So if you want to fit 6 7-inch subs in the back, because it's 3 per one of these, you gotta take the soft top out, but it ain't no thing, because we stay hard. Another thing I forgot to add here is these cars are incredibly easy to wire for subs, especially if you put them in the back. It's got your one wire here that tells it when to turn on. It's gonna run right to your radio. It's gonna have a big harness on the back. Big old rat's nest. Every radio's got one of these. Find your rat's nest. Find your little blue wire in your rat's nest. And it's best to put a plug on it so you can pull it out later, but if you just want to grab everything and pull it real good, that also works. We're going to solder that into there, and then coming over to the other side here, pop this open. You got this flap here, which might or might not have trim on it, but this car don't have it. You got this little crevasse. This is for jamming all your power wires into, because your battery is in the back somewhere. And this thing has a lot of power wires. So you take all your power wires, just jam her in the little crevasse. And yeah, you can just wire it right to the battery and you're pretty much good to go. Because you just plug right into the back of the radio. So that's all you need to make your Miata really loud. These subs also make your car really good as tweaker bait. So if you have a nice car parked in your driveway, make sure to park the Miata right next to it. Because all the tweakers walking by are going to see these gems and are going to want in. But if you're smart, got one of these bad boys, they can't get in. That's why we always stay in hard. If we come down here to the garbage pile, what we got is one of these Tuck-in 99 diff brace doodad. Got one of these bad boys. Jesus Christ. So, the idea for this is you got your one side of your control arm over there and it's going to affix to it. Got your other side over here, which I've taken off. And if you're smart and your exhaust isn't right in the middle of it, then you can actually mount these right here. And then these arms on the front are going to go to a plate that I don't have that doesn't exist anymore, somewhere over here, and it's going to attach. And what it's going to do is it's going to stop that rear diff thing from flopping around when you're doing some hard ripping. So that's kind of interesting. I'm missing half the pieces, so it's going to take me another year to put that on. I've also restored a set of these chrome Manatee Racing end links. So what I've done is I've taken all these smashed bearings off and replaced them with ones from, or Heims, my bad. Replaced them with Heims from Bearings Canada. And it should give it another little bit of lifespan, because these are all new now, since they get smashed to bits driving around normally. The downside is, since I never drive this car, they'll never break. Actually, that's an upside. So these will never break. These will last forever. You'll see these in 100 more years on this channel when this car is still in the garage. I've just remembered that I pretty much talked about this 0%. So I'm going to peel this rotor off here. We got Chrysler Automotive billet drop knuckles. Big pimpin' spec. So I don't know what options were available for this because I kind of forgot. I know this spacer is an option because otherwise the car sits -5 inches off the ground with these coilovers. But I think this was also something that was optional. But these drop the car. They're supposed to make the lower control arm lay more flat, I believe, but these are kind of weird. Because it's like kicked up at the end and then it's got this like flat spacer thing. So I don't actually know how this car's going to sit on the ground. It's going to be something weird. And no longer have ends of my tie rods because the ones Mazda make are garbage. So I'm going to try to find one with a Heim on the end that doesn't cost half my life to hook to here. And maybe it'll work. I was going to use S chassis ones because they're flat, but it turns out that the thread, despite being the same, is not the same hole size because I forgot to measure. So there's that. And then for this, I have this nifty MR2 brake rotor that fits right on. The Mazda ones sometimes fit and sometimes they don't. I don't know why, but if you buy these drop knuckles, save yourself the headache and just go to the Toyota dealership and order yourself some of these rotors because they fit perfectly because these are Toyota hubs. So there's that. Don't think I talked about this, but we have not one catch can. Now we have two. Both are catch cans because I'm a butthurt for that. We also have this nice vacuum block because whatever thread that this thing is not known to science. So I've just coped and I've got a vacuum block that I know stuff actually fits into. So that's just kind of mounted there. This thing's all... yeah, I have to bolt it down a little bit. It's mostly attached to the fuse box because there's nowhere else in the car that these catch cans fit because it's designed for a Toyota. And I really wanted some of these. So this is just kind of where they are now. Hard to see the other one, but it is down there. So those are okay. Not sure if I added anything to this side of the car. Maybe I added a side skirt that wasn't there before. But now I've made myself a new headache. Since I've put the coilover on, that's not all the way bolted up, it now interferes with the airflow meter that I shouldn't have in the first place. And it kicks it up, look at that, above the hood line. What that means is my hood doesn't close. Do I have a solution? Nope. Just for the occasion, boys, we have our Hot Wheels acceleration soundtrack, and we're gonna test some of these bad boys. I'll fire up the old key here. I don't know if that was new. That got added. These are just chilling as voltmeters because I don't know where my sensors went. I'm gonna pop this bad boy in. Open. Anything in there? Yeah, what's in here right now, boy? Alice Cooper's greatest hits. Get that out of here. We're listening to Hot Wheels. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have turned down the bass largely so it doesn't sound diseased. Hold on.
With the new V6 and my kicks is clean and I'm